This is the city of Absalom, the city at the center of the world. Absalom is celebrating the Radiant Festival, a 3-month festival of epic proportions held once every 100 years. The celebration attracts all types: tourists, performers, merchants, inventors, as well as unsavory types, petty thieves, gangs, cults, and criminal enterprises. That's where we come in. We protect and serve. We are the Agents of Edgewatch.
Hey everyone, welcome to Roll for Combat Agents of Edgewatch. I'm your GM and host, Stephen Glicker, and in this week's episode, and now for something completely different. So one thing I wanted to mention this week is that this heist, I have absolutely no idea what the heck is going on. Seriously, I don't know what the PCs are going to be doing, and I'm literally making this up as I go along. And I tell you, this is the most fun I've had running an adventure in perhaps years, because there is a goal, and the goals were very clear from the beginning. They had to get in, get the key, get to the vault, get the MacGuffin, get the key back to Gage, and then get out. So they knew what to do, but how they were going to do it, they didn't tell me ahead of time, and they are literally making this up as I go along. And I am also making it up as I go along as to like how everything sort of works out. Now, the first encounter where there was like that combat in the middle of the casino floor, that was planned. And some of the encounters here and there, those have been planned, but everything else is pretty much just seat of the pants. There's very little that's actually planned on my part. There was a couple of encounters, there's a couple of complications, but otherwise, I am just having an absolutely great time. So when you're listening to this episode, keep in mind that every single thing that's happening is completely spontaneous, both for the players as well as myself. And one thing I got to keep in mind is, because we don't finish this in 1 week, in fact, I think the whole heist took like a month, is that I got to take notes. And if you're going to be doing something like this, make sure you take notes, because you got to remember the details. Because although in real world we're taking like a month to do this heist is taking place in minutes. So something that happened just a few minutes ago, we have to keep consistent. So I'm constantly taking notes to make sure things are kept in line, because you don't want to mess up a heist or something this complex. And interesting enough, I was actually talking to Patrick Rennie recently about this heist, and he wanted to know how it went. And I told him I just loved it, and he was very happy. I gave him some feedback if they ever do this again. But I cannot recommend enough to run a heist like this in your role-playing game. Seriously, I know there's a couple of systems out there that are specifically designed for these heist-like structures. I'll probably look at those. I can't remember the names of them, but they do have very cool mechanics. And I would probably take some of those mechanics and put them into my D&D or Pathfinder game. One thing is sort of awareness. I know they do something where they basically use one of those things from Trivial Pursuit. Remember those little things that you kept your pie in? And like as you got each category right, you get another piece of the pie until you filled it up. They do something like that, where you just use a die where after, say, 4 awareness points, so jig is up, and then you have the die, and it starts at like 1, and then 2, and then 3. So every single time something bad happens, you increase the number on the die. So there's all these great concepts out there for how to run heists. I'd probably refine the rules and give you a little bit more structure to the heist, because right now we are just going by the seat of our pants, and I'm literally just making stuff up as I go along, including DCs and how things are getting done. And you know what? You can do that too. I actually think that is fine as well. However, you just got to be very careful that you're very consistent, because you don't want to make things too easy or too hard, because the players will get very upset with you. Now, these guys have played with me forever, so they know and trust me, but I can imagine that getting out of hand, especially if things go south, in which case things, well, usually go south during these type of heists. I would also make sure, whatever you do, if you're going to run a heist, you got to make sure things run south. In fact, I love the Ocean's 11 movies. I love Ocean's 11. I've seen it a million times. Ocean's 12 has issues, but it's okay. But Ocean's 13, I probably have watched Ocean's 13 maybe 500 times. It is my go-to, I just want to veg out and relax movie. I see it all the time. I just love that movie. That is one of my favorite perfect heist movies. Not that it's the most complex and intricate heist, it's just fun. It's just a fun, relaxing movie. It's got a big cast. Everyone's involved in the heist. Things go wrong. They come up with great ideas. It's just a fun movie. And that's something you got to keep in mind, because Ocean's 8, I'm not ripping on Ocean's 8 because of the cast or anything. Ocean's 8 is a terrible movie because they literally say, okay, we're going to do this heist. Everything goes right. And then they get away with it at the end. There's no conflict. And the conflict that is in it is so minor that it might as well just been someone sneezing during the middle of the heist. There is no conflict during the heist. And the whole movie is, okay, we're going to plan a heist. Let's go do the heist. We did the heist. The end. That's like the movie. And oh my God, is that boring. And those who listen to the show for a long time know that I am all about conflict. Conflict is the name of the game. Conflict is what drives narratives. It's what drives all great literature. You need to have conflict. And without conflict, you are just telling a story and it is going to be boring. So if you are going to run a heist, you need to make sure there's obstacles and unexpected things that happen, and you have to sort of plan them, at least some of them, and then the rest, well, as you'll see, especially this and, well, the next coming weeks, I didn't have to do much. They just kept tripping up themselves. It was great. Anyhow, with that, let's get to this week's exciting episode. Last we left off, you managed to successfully infiltrate the vault. How? Was a miracle. You used the old bag of holding trick, which is slowly becoming the most useful magic device in the history of role-playing. You can do anything with a bag of holding. It slices, it dices, it juliennes, and it can hide your entire party lickety-split. And then you pop down, you subdued the guards in like 18 seconds. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I can't even believe how great a work you did. And then you opened up the vault. You came inside, and you realized you were not alone. Let's recap what you see in front of you. First of all, in the corner, you see a Jinn, a very pretty Jinn, on the floor, dead, cut up.
Really?
Yes.
I don't remember that at all.
Slices.
I remember that.
You didn't notice that before. All sliced to pieces. So that Jinn, dead. Very obviously killed by this woman creature monstrosity. You also notice one of the vaults torn asunder. One of the lock boxes torn open. She needed no key to open up this vault, let me tell you. And she is holding in her hands a vest. A very interesting vest. As she looked over to you and spoke to you. In fact, here, let me show you what the vest looks like.
I think I know what's going on here.
Chris Beamer is playing Lo Mang, an orc tiefling monk of the Crane style.
Yeah, I think I do too.
Seth Lipton is playing Gomez, a goblin elementalist sorcerer.
Oh, look at that. It's a beautiful vest that, just look at that. It's sort of blue and black leather. It has chains on it. It looks like it could be a little painful. Maybe? You don't know. But it looks like it can show you sights. Oh, what sights it could show you, let me tell you.
Oh, no.
Don't worry about it. She's holding it up. But then as you walk in, she turns around while she's holding the vest. Obviously, have taken it from one of these lock boxes. And you think you'll even see a name on this box from this angle. It's a little hard to see because it's all torn. And you have to get a little closer. But this tall monstrosity of blood and steel steps forward while holding this vest over the dead body of the beautiful Jinn, torn to pieces. This humanoid woman, embedded in the center of a bladed metal frame, inclines her head in a mockery of politeness. Fleshlings, I bring you greetings from the perpetual gloaming. Might one of you be interested in allowing your bodies to be crafted into unique works of art? And with that, she sort of looks over to the Jinn, and you can see the Jinn has been horribly distorted. And, well, now you notice there seems to be a method to the incisions, what do you do?
Ew.
Oh boy. So,
You're under arrest.
I say kill it with fire.
well,
How about killing it with fire?
I'm thinking anything that can just bust right through these lock boxes might be above our ability to handle.
John Statz is playing Cadet Dougie McDougal, a human ruffian rogue.
Like this might be yeah.
I'm ready to put that to the test.
While you're
Okay,
talking,
well,
she's like
who
stroking.
are you?
She's stroking the vest. Oh, I am Exmilius. I came here for this vest, this exquisite vest of pain and suffering, this barbed vest.
Who do you serve?
I only serve myself. Would you, good sir, wish to be remade? I assure you, it will only hurt for a lifetime.
Ha! No.
No,
we're not
definitely
here
not.
for any of that. We have our own business to attend to, so
Yeah.
we don't wish to get involved with that.
But it's my honor. I wish to show you nothing but hospitality by altering your physical makeup to show you the pleasures of pain and suffering forever. Please let me introduce you to my world.
No. For me, that's a hard pass. I don't know about the rest of you.
Dougie has he can beat that. He's gonna say, well, the vest sounds good, but we came down here for something better.
I'm like Goza the Gozarian. By the power vested in us by the city, state, and county of New York, I place you under arrest.
That's right.
no way, man. You are under arrest for murder and for robbery.
Yeah,
So submit now.
Her sales pitch just needs a little work.
Murder and robbery. Your plane of existence does not bound me in any way.
Yeah, she's
I
beyond our
simply
jurisdiction.
came here for the vest and to greet you. You wound me. I'm simply here to give you greetings. Please, if you offer me some of your flesh, perhaps I could use some of your accoutrements to insert into my visage.
Oh boy. All right, well, if and when we actually roll for initiative, that's my battle cry and my attempt for demoralization according to my power.
I'm guessing that Jinn worked for the boss because this whole place has a genie theme to it, right?
Exactly. Yeah. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking she's not the boss monster. She just killed the boss monster in the treasure room, and she's like another raider.
Yeah.
Like, I think she should be affiliated
The
with
wizard,
with the wizard
yeah,
and those
that's what I
guys that
thought.
attacked earlier.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but it could just be.
All right, or maybe this is a whole new wild card. Who knows?
All right, so where is our vault that we need?
Behind her.
I mean, okay, so say I think we're gonna all pass on that, and I think we need to get something and be on our way.
Oh, is she responding at all to what I said, or is that just like?
Well, what did you
low
say again?
charisma?
What did you say?
I'm telling her that sounds unappealing to us, but because we came here for something that's a little bit more packs a little bit more punch.
More punch, you say? How so? Explain yourself.
Oh,
Quickly.
I'm glad you're interested. We came down here for a device that is supposed to be more powerful than pretty much everything that we have in the city.
That's what you want to tell her, really?
And it's not that vest, is it? Like that's not the box. She didn't get in the box that we want, right?
You don't think so? Maybe. Basil would probably know, but he's guarding the rear.
Yeah, I'm
Who?
in the hall. Actually, which
Hey,
begs
Basil,
which reminds me of the
Basil,
question: Do
Basil,
I know
we
any
have
of this is going
we have
on?
a bit of situation here. You might want to come in here, Basil.
Yeah, wave him in here and let's close the thing.
If you have something of that exquisiteness, please, let me offer you a greetings. And with that, she takes out like one of her very large barbed arms and daggers and is wielding it, offering to cut you in a ceremonial hello.
She's from the plane of shadow.
I don't think that's a good idea for us.
Dan Kudan.
Yep.
We just came here. We have this key that's very hard to obtain, and we were going to go into one of the vaults and get this super powerful device.
No. I insist that you allow me to take a piece of your flesh. I must insist if we're to do business.
Basil, you go over there and roleplay with her. I'm going to go over here and check out some of these vaults over here to see if there's if this key fits in any one of these lockboxes.
I take out a moderate healing potion and I drink it.
Okay, you go right ahead.
I'm just standing around looking at my watch, waiting for initiative to be rolled.
I'm just going through, going along the things here. Dum-de-dum-de-dum.
Please, sir, please, show me your flesh. Don't you wish to be altered? Don't you wish exquisite pain and pleasure for eternity? Trust me, it's worth it.
While she's yammering, can I do an expeditious inspection on her?
Jason McDonald is playing Basil Blackfeather, a Tengu empiricist investigator.
Sure. Well, here's the fun part. She is so weird and so unique that you have no idea what the heck this is. Although, you realize a few things.
It's a manic pixie dream girl.
Yeah.
First, she's of the plane of shadow and can phase shift in and out of here at will. That's how she got in. She just shadow walks in. So there was security doesn't mean anything to her.
Yeah, we cannot beat her. There's no way of beating her.
That's ridiculous. We actually could have probably gotten a scroll of that and done that at 10th level. I bet.
The other thing is, you realize she is a creature. She is from the plane of shadow, and you're not exactly sure, but you know that she wishes to inflict as much pain as possible to others as well as herself, and through that pain, gain understanding of the cosmos. In addition, you can tell that this mechanism is literally continuously wounding her and causing damage, and she's literally fast healing all these wounds closed and a continual torment. So she is an expert in pain, and fighting her will probably...
See, I want her to take the bomb. I want her to just take the bomb to her own plane and let it detonate over there.
That's not our mission.
Yeah, that sounds like a fabulously dangerous and reckless idea.
Well, I don't know. I think that she might be into that. I mean, this bomb is the mission is to get this bomb from not destroying the city.
I don't know.
That's the mission.
Yeah, and the creature that their whole deal is about getting knowledge from pain and suffering, and the more pain and suffering, the better. Giving them a atomic bomb, I think that's just giving her research tools. That's just giving her research materials.
Yeah.
Well, Basil,
Why wouldn't she just cause massive suffering with it? Why wouldn't she?
She might want to take this to a different plane, though. She can just go to her own plane. There's a 50-50 chance she can shift back and forth at will. I mean, if you're gonna experiment,
I suppose anything is possible. Anything is possible. Generally, you don't give demons the super bomb. That's generally a policy to be.
I'm up for Plan B then.
I think Plan B is roll initiative.
Well, Basil does know one more thing, real quick. Basil does know that offering her some flesh, or perhaps even some of your equipment that causes pain in unique ways, might be sufficient to, bargain with
So
her.
make a deal with the devil.
Where's that annoying music box that we had?
Oh, do we have something like that?
No, you've sold that, or it's gone.
Do we have a mask? Let's see.
Yeah, we do have those weird masks. I think, right?
None of them cause pain, though. God, we sold all that stuff. I have no idea what's in the bag of holding. I honestly think that
Mostly
bomb is
potions.
the best.
You got a lot of
A
potions.
lot of potions. I got a lot of potions.
God.
You got a lot of potions.
Yeah.
I love potions.
Damn. Why did we sell all that shit?
Because it was shit.
Yeah.
We don't need things that cause pain.
Yeah. Well, now we do.
Who knew?
That bomb is the best. That's the best thing we have.
I do have one thing that's perfectly thematic, but it's such chump change and so pedestrian. Like she'll just laugh at it. But I do actually have the whip feather token.
Yeah, the whip feather token.
I do actually have the whip feather token.
I have one thing, but it's way too far the opposite direction. My sword cane is kind of a unique magic item since it can apply poison. But I'm not sure I want to give up.
Yeah, he's going to give it to her. F her.
She's not going to care. She's high level, dude. She's healing through constant.
I'm not even interested in. I'm not even interested, like in dealing with the creature. Like I want to kill it. Frankly, I want to either kill it or banish it.
If you want to fireball or do something, you can. It's whatever you want. It's up to you. But
I say I'm just going to walk
Basil,
over here.
You did the expedition inspection on it, right? So you would be the person narratively to have some knowledge that could give me knowledge that would change my mind about the approach.
Did I get any sense of any weaknesses or resistances or anything?
Or just its general strength level, like if you could determine that it is godlike and fighting.
Yeah, I don't know if we should fight or not.
That actual information would matter.
You do know that she's a fiend called an interlocutor, and they are Cenobites. They're into pain. They're into constant pain. They're into causing pain, and they are into implementing pain. They are very, very, very hard to kill. The only weaknesses they have is good and silver, and that's it.
So, like, are they? I guess like Basil might know, but like, are they Balrogs to our Aragorn, or are they Balrogs to our Gandalf?
They're just fiends that have strong connections to evil allied planes. So they're just not from here. They're literally from the shadow plane. They're horrific shadow-dwelling fiends who seek the ultimate sensation through self-mutilation.
Yeah, guys, she can escape it at will. Like, she can, like, not even escape at will, but she can just constantly reposition herself, like, to the shadow plane. I don't think there's any fighting her. There's no fighting her.
Put it this way: we have a mission to do. We're wasting a lot of time, and the mission is behind her. So whatever we want to do, we need to.
If we fight her and she escapes to the shadow plane, okay.
Right.
How is it like? How is that bad for us?
Well, I don't think she's going to escape. I think she's just going to. She could just go to the shadow plane. Possibly she regenerates, heals up, and harries us. And I don't know if.
All right. Well, you said the box is behind her, right? Our box that we want to get to.
Yes, it'll take a little while. It's not like you're just going to go grab it and leave.
Do we have to? We have the key though, right? We have keys for it.
Yes, we have keys.
All right. So I say to her, I'm just going to walk past you if you don't mind. Please don't attack me.
No. I must get your flesh. Please give me your flesh or one of your weapons.
Yeah,
add it to my.
Just to clarify where my head is at. I am a police officer. I've come upon a murder scene with the murderer hovering over the body and a felony robbery in progress. Like, I'm duty bound.
Also committing, but
right. Well, that's true, but we have reasons.
Yeah, right. Well, they also have an AR-15.
That's
on
not the
you,
point. The point. What I'm getting at is my character feels duty bound to engage in combat this murderer and thief.
Okay. Yeah, you can. Like, there's nothing stopping you.
So the thing that would prevent me from doing that is some definite information that's just off the table. Like, not a supposition that it might be off the table. I would need definite information that that's off.
Here's what you know. To her, she's done nothing wrong. This is like saying hello in her culture.
I don't care. Why should I give a fuck? Why should I care?
Well, I'm just telling you. That's right. This is like if she had like diplomatic plates, you couldn't do anything, but she doesn't. So. have at it as you will. You can.
I would love to. I would love to rob a bank and have the cop show up and be like, "In my culture, this is fine," and have that work. No, it's like that's not how it works.
Well, then kill her. Then start combat.
I'm going to go ahead and try to break this. I'm going to take the +1 star knife that we got from the Grey Cloaks and
Offer that
as a symbol of respect for your power and in your enjoyment. And I toss her the star knife, not in an attacking way.
And I'll look like, "What the hell are you doing?" But maybe he knows something I don't know, and so won't try to stop him from doing this thing that seems absolutely ridiculous to.
And I say to Gomez, "Hey, while he's doing this, can you heal me, please?" Like,
oh, that's a good idea. I'll do that.
I mean,
I'll do that right now.
While it's free, you know.
Yeah.
You'll probably piss her off if you heal.
Sure.
I already drank a potion in her face, and she didn't do anything.
So what should I hit you with? I should probably do something off the staff.
I'm down like 30.
All right, you know what? I might as well heal too. I've got some.
All right, so I'll smack you a 3rd level heal off the staff. How's that sound?
That may be overkill, but
or I could do it off a scroll.
I mean, yeah, you
maybe?
do it. That
Okay,
works.
so you do that.
I'll
Basil,
do a third level off a scroll. 3rd level heal off a scroll.
Basil, you throw the star knife to her.
And I give her a little bow along with it.
She catches it and looks at it. And now here's what you see. She literally takes it, drags it across her chest, causing a gouge so deep that you can see bone.
Oh my god.
And it like just closes up right afterwards within 3 seconds. And you can tell like that was cut to the bone and it just closes up. And as she does that, she seems to be in exquisite ecstasy. She's like, "Oh yes, this is beautiful." And with that, she literally takes it, and as she's looking at it, she like punches her eye with one of the points, and it like pulls out her eye.
Oh my god.
And she like just looks at it with her other eye, and then pulls it out with like, the string and everything from the eye socket, and her eye regrows instantly. And she's like, "Oh, I see. Ooh,
I have the address of a hotel you might like."
Oh yeah, that's true.
Really funny. That's really funny.
Yeah, that she would like that hotel.
That's a good callback.
Yeah, that's a good callback. You have a sense that you literally could not damage her faster than she could regenerate at this rate. She's regenerating.
You know what? We also have
very
caltrops. Let's show her the caltrops. Like she can't stand on the caltrops. Like she has these weird hooves, mechanical hooves. But I don't know. Maybe she try eating these. I don't want to get close to her. Like Dougie's going to put the. What is this white thing in the middle of the room? Is that like a big table?
Yeah, it's just a table.
Okay, I'm pinging where he's going to put the caltrops, and he's like right on the table. And I don't want to get close to her. Like if she goes over there,
she walks over and takes. She actually knows what those are because she has them too.
Okay,
she like picks them up.
I'll suggest.
Oh, you're right next to her. Up. That's silly. So she looks at you. No, not yet, but she looks at you. And as you walk near her, you see pieces of your own body being torn off and put into her form.
Oh, God.
As you walk near her. And
she has a pain aura or something?
She has an aura of glimpse of stolen flesh where you could see how she is going to take pieces of your flesh and decorate her visage with them.
Can I jump back?
Yes, I jump away? You can move back. I was just going near her, you see.
I'm going to jump this way of her.
Okay.
And so I have the key.
She takes the caltrops.
Okay, while she's eating the caltrops?
Well, I didn't say anything. Give me a second. So she's looking at the caltrops, and she's looking them, and she's not eating them. She's just grabbing them and then just sort of putting them on different parts of her flesh. Actually, she sort of makes like a little necklace with them, like putting them into her flesh.
Guys, start giving her stuff.
Around her.
I got an idea. It's a little bit crazy.
You got acid? acid. She would love the acid.
We have no quarrel with you. However, we cannot give you our flesh because we have we have more important matters to attend to. However, please accept this gesture of goodwill. And I take out my sword cane and I stab myself through the wing.
Oh no!
And yes, I will. And I will make a display of being in pain.
Will you inject poison?
I will not inject poison. I'm not an idiot, but I can always heal later. But I'm going to actually stab myself and
Wow.
Giving her a show. I'm giving her a show. I don't know. I'm trying to come up with something where you don't have to fight.
There you go. 10 points of damage to yourself. I love it.
Oh God! Wait, dude, that's a wounding. That's a wounding.
That's right. It's wounding.
Why did I do that?
No, it's actually good. So now you're
bleeding.
bleeding. You're bleeding, and she is so impressed. She walks over and takes some of your feathers that have fallen and laps up the blood and puts it into her chest, in her flesh, to have the feathers be added to the caltrop necklace in her
Lomang,
flesh.
she must have domination magic. She must have put a charm on his mind.
Agreed.
I do love that you're now bleeding. Bleeding!
Guys, give her the potion of acid. She'll love that.
Why would she? Well, you tell. Yeah, whatever.
I don't have it, but start it. While you guys entertain her, just tell me when I can do something.
Wait, what? No!
You bleeded up. He's bled to death.
No, I made a mistake. That was pretty funny, though.
Basil has gotten too crazy.
Looks like Dougie's in a good position to go get the thing we need, so we'll keep her busy.
That's what I'm doing. You keep her busy. I'm going to start going through things.
Okay, so
Check that
she's
shit.
actually
Actually.
pretty. She actually likes this, and seeing your bleeding and your blood, Basil, and giving both the star knife and the caltrops and your feathers, that now she's made a colorful necklace embedded through her flesh. She gives you a little bow and says, "I think perhaps you will enjoy this more than I.
Uh-oh.
A gift."
Uh-oh.
For exquisite pain forever. And she hands you the vest, Basil.
Wow. You could identify in 6 seconds.
I am honored by your gift, and I will try to identify it as well.
It'd be nice if you could do it in 3 seconds.
Well, I
but
want to
I guess
identify
we
it
could do
because
it
I
in
want to see
6.
how dangerous it would be to put it on to show my respect. Because if it's it's probably something that does pain to you while you wear it. But I want to know get a sense of how much pain.
But it
or
could
how
be
dangerous it is.
It could be good though.
It could be. You know what? She needs to have a pair of cruel shoes. That's what she needs.
You actually know what this is.
They do have a weapon. They used to have a weapon, enchant, that would actually inflict damage to you, but also do a chunk of more damage to the enemy. I forget what they call
I
that
think
though.
they still have
Vicious, I
something like
think.
that.
Vicious, maybe.
Yeah, vicious, yeah. So you have identified this thing. Viciously sharp spiked chains wrapped around this studded leather armor. And you see what happens if you put it on yourself. Jason?
Yeah, I'm reading it. Interesting. Okay.
You gonna do anything?
I'm gonna put it on.
Oh,
Wow. Okay.
He's gone mad.
You put on the barbed vest, and, well, I mean, you had to take off your other vest, and it is studded leather armor. It's regular armor. It's not +1 or anything. But, okay. You have the very cool-looking barbed vest on.
Do I know how to activate its powers?
Yes, you know how.
doesn't that
All
hurt
right. Well, I will activate the barbs for.
for her amusement?
For your music. So you activate it, and as you activate it, sure enough, and everyone else sees this, is that the barbed vest, it's covered in sharp, vicious, spiked chains. They all tighten around his body, dealing him 5 points of persistent piercing damage. So you're bleeding, wounded, and have persistent bleeding damage.
And I say, my lady, may I share this experience with you?
Please.
And I summon the spiritual weapon.
Okay.
And I will hit her just once with the spiritual weapon.
Okay, you summon the spiked chain, and she doesn't even put up a fight. She just sits there like in ecstasy with her arms out and her eyes closed as you literally like critically hit her and rip her torso open with the spiked chain.
And then I bow and dismiss the weapon.
She's
and dismiss the chains on me as well.
She's so impressed with your knowledge of her culture. She says, you should visit the plane of shadow. You can become
made her
one
really creep that.
with the cosmos. You can learn all there is to know.
You guys meet the weirdest girlfriends in these
I know.
modules.
It's like this is a Cronenberg movie now. We're doing Videodrome.
We've entered the BDSM portion of the broadcast.
It's terrible.
In fact, here, this is to remember me by.
Oh no.
And she pulls off a ring and gives it to you, Basil. And then as she does it, she says, I will never forget this experience. It was exquisite. And with that, she plane shifts away.
Holy shit, that worked!
Nice. That's awesome.
I was
Wow.
Thank God
totally
you
winging
did that.
It's like
Thank God you did that.
what the hell was that? I'm like, what the hell was that? I don't even understand what
She's
happened.
really into pain. She's a creature that's really into giving and inflicting pain, so I played along with her.
Yeah.
Good job.
Please heal me. And I will also take a few moments to try to put out the bleeding.
That's right. You're bleeding. You had chains wrapping around you. You probably take a good 20
And I'll
points
put
of
my
damage.
old clothes back on, though I will take uncommon care to put the vest away. Fold it carefully and put it in my pack.
Does Dougie still have 3 Cure Light Wounds potions on him? I think he has.
You guys all have a whole bunch. I can look in a second.
I think I have 3.
I'll heal
let's see.
myself.
Dougie
actually.
has 3 minor,
Minor. Yeah.
1 lesser, 4 moderate.
Yeah.
Lomang only has 2 moderate because he just drank
I'm
1.
going to drink 2 of my minors.
Okay. You can drink 2 minors? Okay.
Yeah, I don't expect a
It's
lot out
just,
of them.
yeah, it's 1d8.
Yeah.
So 2.
Let's see, I'm looking for... Oh, it's just down here.
And I cast a 2nd level heal from a scroll on myself.
Okay. Basil, you look at this ring. You realize you just won the prize, man. You won the prize. You identify that as a Ring of Wizardry Type 2.
Oh, wow.
Ooh. I am something of a wizard.
Really?
All right, I gave it to you.
That's good.
Take a look at what it does. I think you're going to like it.
Nice! Rings are so good.
2 additional first-level arcane spell slots. A +1 item bonus to arcana checks. Okay.
This is Type 2.
Oh, type 2, I'm sorry. So it's actually 2nd-level spell slot, 2 2nd-level spell slots, and 1 first-level spell slot. So I get extra spell slots and a bonus to my arcana checks. Nice.
And it's worth 1,000 gold pieces.
Oh, my God.
That is why you diplomatize.
I earned this. I'm
Sure.
keeping it.
She was level 12, by the way. I don't know how well that would have gone. I don't think it would have been impossible, but let's just say it would have been very, very, very hard to beat her.
Well, yeah, how does that? Yeah,
Not to be
how does that
snooty,
work?
but you have to actually be an arcane caster to even use it. So I really would be the
Oh,
only
yeah, yeah,
person
yeah.
who even could.
Yeah.
Because we're all 10th
Grats.
level, right?
Grats.
You're
Like,
10th level.
what's a how does the challenge rating system work in this? Like, so
Um,
like a 12th level monster
You
against a
could
10th level party.
totally do it.
Yeah,
It's just
because normally that would
because
just
there's only
be
one
that would
creature.
just be like a standard boss.
It's like a standard boss, a hard boss that hits hard. But if yesterday in yesterday's game, they fought a CR12 monster that had like 215 hit points. Well, Lauren cast Sudden Bolt, or not Sudden Bolt, she cast like one of her killer spells, level 5 spell, critted and did 104 points of damage.
Nice.
Wow.
So, yeah, that's when suddenly the combat suddenly changed. They killed it in 6 seconds. So it can go either way.
Yeah,
Are they level 10?
No,
Are they level 10?
Yeah, they're level 10. But that's also, keep in mind, that's a brute force. That's brute force. The brute force ones are actually pretty easy because it's just strength against strength. A creature like this, they have special abilities, they have magic, they have ways to steal your flesh, surgical rend, permanent bleeding. It's bad.
How much did it do when I went near her?
It just doesn't do anything. All it does is
it
stuns
just tingles.
you.
It's a weird
you.
effect.
Yeah, it just gives you and stuns you. So you actually lose actions on top of that.
Oh wow,
that was just a very bizarre non sequitur. All right, so you want to open the box and find out what's inside?
Yeah, let's go through this.
So quick detour. I'm going to go get a closer look at the name on the box she blew open.
Yep.
Just to get that information.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, does that match up to the wizard?
Oh yeah,
it's over here. You run over and you see the name on the box. Actually, it's inside, and the name of the box is Skathka. That's the name of the wizard that was wronged.
And what did she take? She took the vest and then she gave it to us?
Yes.
Huh. Oh, so we can actually complete that quest. We we offload this useless vest and potentially get a reward.
Wait, is you saying the vest is his?
Yeah,
Right.
he wanted something from this thing, and we're like, oh yeah, right. Like we're gonna be able to do that.
So like, I don't know.
We actually did that.
Maybe it does make kind of sense. Maybe it's like he is a wizard, so maybe he made a pact with a demon, like wizards do. Go get my vest back for me. She did, but then we walked in and she kind of like lost interest in the deal that she made with the wizard, and instead, like, Basil kind of seduced her, and he got the vest out of it.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what happened.
But wait, what did Steve? Did you say that vest has his name on it or something?
The actual lockbox has a name in it, so it actually has it for identifying purposes. It's on the inside, and I mean, this thing was literally torn off. Like, she literally came in, tore it open, and pulled it out.
Oh, okay. So the one that was his lockbox with his name on it that was torn open. Is there
That's
anything
all
else
that was in
that?
it. You don't see anything else. It was just this vest. I mean, Basil knows this vest is a very high level. It's a level 10 cursed vest.
I don't think we should get rid of it. I think we should keep it.
That's right.
You can enjoy it in your
by the
off
way,
hours.
I didn't say it was cursed. I meant it's really useful for
We should keep
the
it for
party.
sentimental reasons, so we can remember this. I'll just keep this here in my
No, you
bag
won't
of
keep
holding.
it. Nope, you won't keep it.
Give it to
I'm
Sharky.
keeping it.
It's bad.
Well,
It's my new sleep shirt.
That's
It
right.
did seem like there were some sparks. I saw some magic there between you two.
Literally.
So maybe you do want to keep it for the sentimental.
Maybe those she can
Nice
track you
keepsake.
down, and she did give you her ring. You know what that is?
The commitment.
Promise ring.
It is.
I got
It is.
the
You're engaged.
digits. Woo!
You're engaged. You're absolutely engaged. You're absolutely engaged.
You're engaged to the Queen of Pain.
It's a Cenobite.
Well, that's one way to get out of my previous engagement.
Hey, just because she's a 10-foot tall, monstrosity.
Shadow monstrosity.
Yeah. She's humanoid.
I mean, the problem is she has fast healing, but you don't. That's the problem.
Oh, that's going to cause a lot of trouble in the bedroom.
Yeah, that's
going to
cause a lot of problems in the relationship.
She's literally the definition of rough in bed. Let me tell you.
And maybe it's time to move on. Hey, I did what I had to do.
You did what you had to do. He took one from the team, literally.
That's good.
Oh, man.
Is this Genie dead? I examined this Genie.
She's dead. She's long dead.
Is there any objects on the genie?
Nope.
All right, let's get what we came for. And let's get
okay,
the hell
so
out of here.
all hands on deck. We're on a timeline here. We're on the clock.
Okay,
so-
you are on the timeline. So you easily find the lockbox. Marissa Jones lockbox. What do you do?
Okay, search it for traps.
You search. No traps.
I am going to study the key, study the lock, and very slowly try to open it up.
Okay. Looks quite simple.
Okay.
You insert the key.
You guys step back.
You also need the other key, too. Don't forget.
Yes. I will get the other key.
Yeah, you need both keys.
Key that we brought into the situation.
Right. Yep. And you put them both in. You turn. And the door opens. And it's just like any bank. It's just... The door is locked. The actual box is just something you slide out. So... It's like a very long metallic box. This is actually kind of a bigger lockbox. Like, some, how there's different sizes. There's like very small ones, medium, large.
Right.
This one is like large. So this is a kind of a very big one. It's almost like a desk drawer, like a file cabinet drawer size.
All right. Take it out, put it on the table.
Okay, you take out the box.
And search it for traps. And you guys probably want to stand back while I search it for traps, because this might blow up, and there's no need in all of us getting sprayed with ink when
you
I
don't
do
have to
this.
tell me twice, you know that.
Not to be cowardly, but actually I'm going to go back and start watching the hall again.
Okay, sure.
Just in case
That's-
anyone's coming
Yeah,
in.
yeah. See if
Good idea.
Okay, so Dougie is searching for traps. He doesn't see any traps. He thinks it's all set, all good.
I open it.
You open it up.
What's the blast radius?
It's completely empty.
I disbelieve. I'm going to put my fingers into the open space that I see and feel if there's something in there.
You put your arm in. You're just banging around in there.
What?
Turn it upside down. It's empty.
What?
What?
Maybe there's a false door.
Yeah, I'm gonna search it. Yeah, you're right. I'm gonna search it for. I should have found them in search for traps, but yeah, I guess that's a different search. It's not disabled as a device. It's
No, it's just a simple metal box, and you're just searching it and looking and banging, and it's just empty.
Ugh. Gomez.
There's no way they could have
I'm
opened
out.
this
I'm
themselves.
out. Like things have gone so off the rails as far as Gomez is concerned. I'm like, this is sauce for the goose. Of course, it's not there.
Yeah, you.
Nothing. I am in a
Nothing's
bizarre
going according to plan.
catch-22 world of the absurd. None of this makes any sense.
Can you come over here and all right, Basil, come back here. We need people to search it for. I don't know. What do you
magic
guys
or
search? Magic
something.
or curses or whatever. This
magic.
is.
Can I get my healing healed? Can we rectify that just real quick?
Yeah, just do whatever you did and just put it back. Heal yourself. Whatever you were
All
using.
right, so
You used the scroll, right?
if I understand how my little ability works now, I healed what? I healed did I heal 9?
What are you talking about? You used the
So
scroll.
I clicked the button. My button is 1 to 5 heal, and it looks like you
It's
combined
9
everything into
plus 16
one. Okay,
for a scroll. So it's
Got it.
just
so
25.
25. Okay.
So did one of these two double cross us, or did Gage take it, or?
Okay, Basil.
Well, I'm gonna take an investigator look at the box and see if I can figure anything out.
Good thing you have Basil, because he is.
Oh yeah.
I tell you, without him, you guys would have been like stuck at the front door. Basil immediately notices something.
That's odd.
That's odd. You notice that it smells faintly of harsh chemicals. And in fact, if you sniff it, you think you've smelt this before.
Oh.
Chemicals. Where have we been through weird chemicals before?
In fact, as soon as you take a whiff, this is the same toxic substance that afflicted the animals at the Knight's Marvelous Menagerie so long ago. It's the exact same smell that you smelled on the animals.
Day one of our job.
Yes. It's potent.
all coming full circle.
It's potent. In fact, so potent you know the smell. And in fact, you can smell this in the hallway as well now. You can follow the scent.
My God, you know what?
Is there an invisible thing? So he opened up an invisible thing, swiped it, and so now we got to chase the invisible thing.
Do you guys have any detect magic or detect invisibility?
Nope.
I got the detect aura thing is all I got.
It's not invisibility. It's scent. It's complete scent.
All right, well, let's try to follow the scent. I mean, we gotta.
Sure.
Let's put the box back.
Yeah,
let's put the box back.
Follow your nose.
Yeah.
It always knows.
Yeah, I think
Like
we
the
just
toucan.
may have let the genie out of the bottle. Like this might be the bomb is opening.
I am quickly going to paint my beak bright colors so I can actually be toucan Sam.
Okay, so I'm going to put the box back like that and lock it as if no one had ever gone into it.
Okay.
And the good news is the wizard's attack actually kind of creates an alibi.
Totally.
That he's the one that did all this.
Yeah.
Totally.
So you actually, now you smell it, you like, okay, I know exactly what to smell because it's such a weird concoction. And Basil smells it, and it smells going down the hall.
Let's go. Got it.
And it's leading right to the break room.
Now, the break room is locked. At least it was.
You locked it, right? You jammed it. Well, it's leading to the room.
Well, I will gesture to the heavy hitters that we need to go in here.
Okay. I
I'm for
undo
it.
what I did to open it.
Okay, so you're going to undo the
Undisable.
damage that you did, or try to, because you jammed it pretty good.
Did we put any bodies in here? Did we like knock
We
out
put,
anybody?
we put him into the vault. We did.
Put him in the vault.
Yeah, the two guards at the door of the vault are in the vault now.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. How well can you actually you do really well. I rolled a high for you. Okay, Lomang, you accidentally undo the damage that you did, so you think the door can open.
All right, let's do it. I open the door. Let's go.
Really? You're just opening the door.
Well, he's still dressed like he works here.
I'm
Yes.
still a waiter.
Okay, so you open the door and you see a sight. I'll tell you what you see. So you've been in this room before, and this is literally a break room. You see to the north of you is the elevator. To the east is table and chairs where people can sit and eat. You see two guards sitting at the desks, and they are completely asleep. And you can hear somebody off near the jail cells doing paperwork. What do you do?
But where's the smell thing going?
Lomang, let's see how good a smell. You give me your perception to see if you can tell.
Okay.
I would have at least mentioned the smell to everyone else so they can try to smell it. I mean,
Okay, well then do a
whether they
perception.
smell it or
Lomang.
not.
Let's see if you got a toucan Sam nose or not. Let's see, 30.
That's
Okay,
pretty good.
You got it. You got it. You got the whiff down. That's all you needed. Lomang, you actually know that there's lockers to the east side, and that's where the guards store their stuff. You can smell the smell coming from the lockers.
Really? Does it seem like something like we didn't smell this until we opened up the box? Yes.
Well, keep in mind, you didn't really notice it. If you thought maybe it was just like cleaning chemicals, it could have been anything, you know. It's like a casino. There's lots of weird smells here.
But it wasn't like we opened up the box and then suddenly there was this smell trail, right? I mean,
No, the smell trail was always there, but it was very faint, and now you really identify it.
Until you opened the box, you didn't connect the two.
Yeah, you
All
didn't
right.
really connect the two until now.
I'm gonna stealth over to the locker, and I will I don't think we need to charge in here and wake up these guards, so I will just since I'm in here already, and I'm already kind of have a cover story. I'm gonna stealth over and try and open the locker.
Okay. Okay. So you walk over, and then the guard who is doing paperwork looks up and he says, what are you doing here? Something wrong?
Just taking a break.
Taking a break.
Is there another guard to the south now?
Yeah, this is the guard to the south. He's awake and he's doing paperwork, and he's like an elite casino bouncer. So he's the one that's awake. The two in the north are asleep. That's all that appears to be here, though. It seems to be pretty lightly attended because, well, you're in the middle of the gala, so...
Yep. Okay. So he probably doesn't know whose locker is what, right? So casually walk over here.
Okay. Give me a perception check. Okay. You're very casually sniffing the lockers. You're like moving your way around the lockers. until you eventually come to one that has a particular stink of the same chemicals.
All right, is it open?
No, there's no nameplate on it though. All these have nameplates. This one has none.
But is it locked?
No, none of these are locked. You can.
All right, so I open it.
You open it. You see inside a scrap of parchment.
And that's it?
That's it.
I'm like, yeah, they should have put my nameplate on here already. It's been like a week already. I should have had this here. So I actually just sort of like stealthily palm it while I put like my towel that I use for wiping stuff down into the locker as I palm the thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right.
And then I leave that in the lock, the rag, and I bar rag, and I close the locker. And I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm going to get a sandwich. I'll be right back. And I close the door.
Okay. You successfully make it out without too much suspicion because you do work here. Okay, you have a very small piece of parchment in your hand.
All right. I think we need to. I say the only thing that was in that locker. I tell everyone this is a piece of parchment. I think we need to check this out right now.
No, let's just take it.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, what is it? Does it say something? What does it say?
Yeah, what does it say? Does it have anything on it?
It says
explosive runes. Pow.
I quit. F.
Does it really say that?
Yep. It says I quit. Signed the letter F.
Oh my god.
F?
It's you know what this is? This is the person picking up the microphone at the Target and calling out the manager in front of all the customers and employees. Yeah, this is a disgruntled employee. And
wait, who's F?
Wait,
well,
so that was
through the notes trying to see if we have anything.
Yeah,
the locker didn't have a name on it, right?
No, it was taken off. They all have names, and this one was taken off. Well, Lomang remembers something. Lomang knows that upstairs in the other security office, where, the big guy hangs out, that's where you punch in and punch out every day. And that's where the records of all the employees are kept. And that's also like where you sign in and sign out. But that's upstairs.
Crap. All right. So I guess we got to go back to the bag of holding, but we're kind of fucked in a way because there's unconscious guards in the vault that's been clearly been robbed and fucked with.
Yeah, that's all the wizard's doing. We don't know anything about that.
Well, I guess that can be true, but they do see me. I'm gonna have to change disguises soon.
Sure.
I'm gonna have to get into you brought my nice clothes, right? So I'm gonna have to change into that at some point soon. But I think we need to get out.
Do the guards have uniforms?
Yeah, the guards have uniforms.
Yeah, that's
Lomang, would you like a promotion to guard?
I would, but that's tricky because I don't know. Lomang is so distinctive looking. It's so without proper.
Why don't we just?
It's the hooves, isn't it?
Honestly, why don't we not worry about it? Why don't we all get in the bag, Lomang? You're still good for another few minutes.
Until they wake up, I'm still good.
Right. So let's not worry about it. Let's get upstairs. Let's get out of here, and then integrate back into the club, and then proceed.
And then I can check.
At a quick skim, I'm not seeing a name beginning with F anywhere in the notes. Then again, this seems like a new mystery that we're supposed to unravel.
It never goes according to plan.
Oh my God, you're not kidding. we didn't even have a plan, and it didn't go according to plan. There's not even a semblance of a plan, and it still didn't go according to plan.
It's like Bruce Lee's "the best style is no style. The best plan is no plan."
Well, at least we're not caught yet. At least there is that.
Yeah, I think I'm kind of hoping that we hit the guards so quickly that they didn't get a good look at us.
Yeah,
and they'll just be shooken up, and we just have to roll the dice on that. We just have to trust the luck that they're not going to recognize us and not find us.
Yeah,
we can keep an eye on where the exit is for the vault. And if those guards come out like searching the room, we'll see them long before they see us, and we can get into some other disguise. Even worst case scenario, you become a cop and then they kick you out. That's worst case. They kick one of us out. That's not so bad.
All right, so I gotta let these guys out of the bag in some like a place like the bathroom or something.
Yeah. You go to the bathroom. You manage to come back up, and as usual, you're completely invisible because the help is always invisible.
Yep,
That's
they couldn't
right.
care less.
You're the
All right,
help.
so I do show my face back in the kitchen briefly. I grab a couple trays. I do a couple things. I bust a couple tables, and then I go check the thing.
Okay, so you know where this room is. It's this room to the southeast. That is like the personnel room, the guard room. You do know that gut skinning is there. That's his office. That's where he lives too.
Wait, which one to the southeast? Ping it.
Oh, that's the security office, and that's also the records. So that's where you sign in and sign out every day, and you know this because you work here. And
Is that there?
No. Here. See this door? See where I'm picking? Look way to the east. Here, I'll bring you to it.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Here.
Okay.
Yeah. So you know it's right next to the kitchen. And inside there is where you sign in, sign out. That's also where all the records are kept of all the employees. So, yep.
Like, do you think, like Lomang, do you think we might be able to do some chicanery where you need to sign out temporarily, family emergency, something cropped up, like just as something that you would go and clock in and clock out, like where those records are, where everybody clocks in and clocks out, and in the process of you clocking in or clocking out, can get a look at the suspicious card that begins with F. That'll tell us who the person is.
Is it like a matter of that? Like it's something like on a list that I could easily, that's part of the sign-in sheet or whatever? Or would it be something I have to go through, like a file cabinet, something?
You would have to go through records, and it'll probably take like up to 30 seconds. It won't take a lot of time, but it will take a little time.
The other choice would be I haven't burned the invisibility spear yet.
Who is in there?
Well,
who's there's someone in that room now?
The head of security.
That's the guy in the wheelchair?
Yes.
Ugh.
I know we're doing a lot of...
Fucking guy. I know he's a badass too.
I love it when a plan comes together.
I know we're doing a lot of things at once. While these guys are doing these things, Dougie's going to be looking for... what's the main guy's name? God, it's right on the tip of my tongue.
Gage.
Oh,
Yeah,
I got an idea.
We know where he's going to be. He's going to be up in his room at a certain time because we know that from before. Like all of this was in an hour before he's up in his room.
Yeah. You still have time.
I got an idea on how to get the security guy out of his office.
We need that. We need that idea.
Okay, well, again, that's not a time issue. That replacing the key, I think, is a time issue.
Yeah, we should probably
I'm going to be looking for Gage to slip the key back where it belongs.
I thought our original plan was to do that at the thing that we were invited to.
Right. And that could potentially be 2 birds, 1 stone, because we can engage him in conversation and turn the conversation around to house the staff and just try to feed him, to try to prompt him to say, oh, that guy whose name begins with F, I've had a big argument with him. And just try to get him to drop the name. Whilst you're putting the key back on him.
Sure. I mean, but if he's standing at the bar, the 2 birds with 1 stone is right now, while you guys are dealing with the
Oh, yeah, sure. Is he around?
Which Dougie's not doing. That's the question. And just while that's going on, this is what Dougie's going to be scoping the room for.
You actually, you can scope around the casino floor. You actually don't see him. You might be getting ready for the next event.
Okay.
So you don't see him. And you probably have it, say, like half an hour before that event is, and that you're expected to be with him in the box.
Do we want to just make Doug invisible and have him be a thief and sneak in and look at the records?
Dougie?
Only problem is
you're the one with stealth, right? You have stealth. Right?
I have stealth.
He has no. Lomang has stealth and he has familiarity with the records. And
Lomang then. Lomang. Do I want to make a Lomang invisible, go sneak in and look at the records?
Like he got 1 level and now he's as good as Dougie.
I know.
Basically.
I like how
Do
that
you
works.
have invisibility? Because my sphere is centered on me, so I can't cast it on someone else.
Oh, never mind then.
No, I don't have invisibility, but you could come with.
Yeah.
And just fear me up. The only thing is, like when you see the records floating in midair, like this, that I mean, how does that work?
Well, dude, man, use your stealth and be a little crafty about it, maybe.
I mean, I think once you touch it, it becomes invisible also. Though,
and
right?
I'll go. How about I'll go with, and I'll try to engage the chief of security in conversation as a distraction. How's that?
I like it. You could be like a disgruntled. You could be outraged. It's
lack
of security is
terrible
it's
security. It's like, oh, I want to talk to you again about these people busting in. What kind of place are you running here? And I want access to my. And I can even do that. I can be like, I want access to my box, and I just let him tell me how
you're
I
gonna Karen it up.
Exactly.
Well, not the box. Maybe
exactly
not the
right.
box. Maybe not the box.
I don't care. I'm gonna Karen it up. I'll be a Karen in his face, so he's
for the manager,
distracted, and so you guys can look at the records.
Yeah, but don't ask about the box.
I won't ask about the box.
We don't want to go into the vault just yet.
I'll let the dice do the talking for me. How's that?
He's not. He probably wouldn't even let him in there. All right, sounds good. Let's do it. Let's wait till no one's looking. Invisibility spear. Well, no, the thing is, even just opening the door, you're gonna have to open the door, Gomez, right?
Well, the other thing is the sphere has a
the
sphere has a 10-foot radius, so we got to it's going to be kind of weird to maneuver and not accidentally make Gomez invisible.
All right. So let's not do that at all then.
I mean, I'm not saying we can't do it. I'm saying it might be difficult.
It's tricky, but we could do it. We could pull it off.
You don't need invisibility. Just make your stealth rolls, for God's sakes.
There you go.
I don't
go.
think you can stealth under direct observation, though, right?
Well, there's stealth and then there's stealth. I mean, you're not trying to be invisible. You're trying to. It could be sleight of hand. I mean, that's what you need to roll.
True.
Why don't we just do the Gomez tries to get him out of the office to talk to him?
All right, yes, it's still, we just be a little bit more RP about it. Lomang, you work here. You want to see your time card because you think your time card doesn't have you at the proper time. And so let me see my time card. And we try fast talk you into there. If we could fast talk you into just like you looking at your time card and being in the vicinity of the records, then I come in and I'll Karen it up, distract everybody else. And so instead of looking at your time card, you're looking at the books.
Okay, I like that. Let's do it.
So step one would be you get in there and then I'll follow up. So I'll loiter behind, and if you could successfully get through to the vicinity, I'll come in with my Karen story.
Okay.
With my Karen act.
Let's do it. All right, I open the door.
You've been listening to Roll for Combat, Agents of Edgewatch. If you have a question or comment for the show, please visit us at rollforcombat.com. You can also find us and play various games on our Discord channel at discord.rollforcombat.com.